Hey, welcome back to Divinity Gems. I'm here for my Gemini's weekly, September 17th through the 23rd reading. I'm going to switch it up, do it a little different. We got the Black Moon Astrology deck out. I'm pulling the 15 card spread, or I have already pulled the 15 card spread, which is a here, now, and later spread. Love doing this spread for myself. So decided to do it for the collective each Sunday. Do the 15 card here, now, and later, and then we'll pull some tarot clarifiers should we need them. So the here, now, and later spread. Of course, the first row, these are all 5 cards. There's a 15 card spread, 3 rows of 5 cards, and the top row is the current circumstances. So each position still has a different meaning. We'll go through them. Where you stand or what your situation is now. We have Libra, balance. So we are either looking for balance or we have just found our balance when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a job, a career situation that we were trying to bring balance to our life in, Gemini. Whatever area you were trying to bring balance to, that is what is going on in the current situation or where you stand right now. Feeling balance or desiring balance. Okay, second position, other people, surrounding circumstances. You have Taurus, I have. So this is other people, surrounding circumstances. Taurus energy is more materialistic. It is more about possessions and the things that we have, really tangibly have financially, the things that we possess. So other people, surrounding circumstances are in this Taurus energy. So maybe about the things we share with others, what we have with others, the possessions that we share with others, our relationships with others. This is a Taurus type of I have energy. So maybe how people are seeing us when it comes to our relationships, how they're seeing us as far as the balance in our relationship. Could be some of the playouts of why that Taurus card I have is in the second position. So that is the other people, and the surrounding circumstances are definitely about what they have. This could be how our partner feels at this moment. They are a materialistic type of person. They are the type of person that likes to have, likes to be stable, likes to materialistically bring things into themselves. Could be a money-driven type of person. Just depends. So right now, current situation is finding balance. Other people are in that type of Taurus energy, the people around us. So maybe our current partner or spouse at this moment, that is the current energy. Third position, what you are not able to see yet, but what is still influencing this situation. Okay, so your faith. It is a situation that's causing you or calling for you to have faith in a certain area, maybe in this relationship, because maybe we are questioning the balance of this relationship. If this person is more materialistic than we are, this person is more money focused versus the love focus. They're more concerned about what they have. It's just about having faith. I feel like that this still will balance out at the end, that this still is the person that you're supposed to be with, or the situation is still balanced, though there are separate things on you and you two may be in separate energies right now. It's having faith that this union is still balanced. Still believing it's the way to go right now. That was in the what you're not able to see yet, but it's still influencing it. It's your faith. It's your faith. All right, fourth position, a path that you are considering or where the situation is currently heading. It is the partners, 7th house partners. This is a Libra also. This is the same Libra house. So it is all about the balance right now for you, Gemini, and finding that partner in your 7th house, that partner that brings balance to you. So if you're already in a relationship, it is trying to get a more loving, emotional type of bond versus a more materialistic, what we have, how we build up stability wise, what we have. It is you working on the connection with your partner to bring more balance into that. Of you wanted to bring more balance into the love emotional sector and balancing the partner out more so in the way they view material things and what they want, what they have, what they bring. And how they view overall love, emotions versus material things. Okay, having faith in those things. Your partnership house is where it is. And that fifth current position, current energies and surrounding circumstances, you got the fifth house, the third house messages, which is communication, which is Gemini's house, which is how we speak to people and how we communicate about it. So, off the top row, first off, Gemini, I'm getting that we are looking for more balance when it comes to our relationships, whether we're in one or not in one. If we're in one, it's definitely about the way our partner balances us when it comes to love versus material things. It is about having faith in your relationship remaining balanced and continuing to have balance. It's about communicating those things with your partner in those areas of where you felt the imbalance. So if it is in our area of communication of how you speak to me and how I speak to you, if it is in communicating what we have or how the partner views what you guys have. So how do you view money, material things, what we have, where we stay, what we do? It's communicating with your partner about those things. Also finding balance in those things, those areas. How can figuring out how you two can be more balanced, and when it comes to maybe the household finances or what you spend money on together, those things that you spend money on together, or even those things that you spend money on separately when it comes to your partner and what they spend their money on separately, because they're in a heavy I have Taurus type of energy, which is all about taking care of themselves financially, luxuriously wise. Sometimes it's indulgent. It is wanting, complete material happiness when it comes to themselves. It is a almost type of selfish type of energy, because the focus is really on what you have, what it is, what I want and what I want to have. And right now, Gemini is being the more balanced of the two parties and saying, okay, you can have things as long as there's a balance to it, and understand this is I have. If you're in a partnership, it should be we have. So you're going to communicate, and you're going to be communicating that to your partner, Gemini, coming up. I feel like, or that has been a recent issue that has come up right now. And you are definitely going to balance that back out, because this is a partnership that should have balance. And you're having faith in this, knowing that you should be able to balance this back out. And the only thing that is necessary right now is to communicate that. And those messages will be coming out. I do believe those messages will be coming out. Use some camera adjusting. Those messages will be coming out in conversations this week for you guys. Okay. Moving along to your second row, Gemini. This is now your energy of what is evolving and where the energy is being directed. Okay. This would be the sixth position. What to do next and how to approach the situation. You have lunar eclipse, change. So there is a change coming about to this situation, and how you approach it, or how they're asking you to approach it, is to be ready for the change. Ready for the change. Influences. This is now seventh position. Influences from partnerships, alliances, and romantic interests. There it is again. This is your air. This is your communicating that to your partner, or your partner communicating it to you. Influences from partnerships, alliances, and romantic interests. Yes, there needs to be a conversation had. There needs to be some communication, some messages back and forth, so that you guys are on the same page. Okay. Eighth position, what others are saying about the issue, but not to you, the world. Others are viewing you guys as a model relationship. They are viewing you guys as seeing how cycles happen, transformations happening. They can see you guys as have been through things before and have overcome them. So these are cycle completions with the world card being out. But now they're viewing you guys as just going through your cycles and being successful as you go through them, to almost a sitting on top of the world type of energy, like you two are getting the hang of this cycle thing. And if you're able to get to a point where you're communicating in this way, whenever there's something that feels imbalanced, I can go to my partner and I can communicate that, and we can get to a point where we are understanding each other in a better way because we're able to freely communicate changes that need to take place, and it doesn't have to be done in a disrespectful, angry type of energy way. I'm not liking the camera position. I'm sorry. It's not happening in a stressful type of aggravated type of force this other person to see my side of or my point of view type of energy. It is making sure that you are communicating it in a loving way. Number one, I feel like we've learned to communicate it in a loving way. And this is how you got into this type of world, type of energy, what others are saying about it. Aquarius, I know, is in your ninth position of hopes, wishes, and a possible outcome depending on what's happening now. Aquarius, I know this is coming into your learning, your understanding, coming into this camera is so getting on my nerves. It is coming into the understanding of you're at a place now where you're okay with communicating because you know it's not going to be met harshly. So you're coming into this I know type of outcome depending on what's happening now. These are your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. And Aquarius, like I said, being the water bearer, it is the understanding of emotions. It is of life itself, understanding and coming into a new philosophy about life, but it is understanding also your emotions as the water bearer. I feel like you're coming into a good space with a partner of balancing and being able to communicate what it is you want, and the other person having a great understanding of it, and that being what you desire the most at this time in your relationship. Just that other person to understand you a little bit better. And I feel like the energy is moving there with this being in your ninth house of positions, that person knowing, that person understanding, you knowing, and that other person knowing. Just developing an understanding of each other's emotions and how each other feels, being able to communicate that. 10th house, what is driving the situation? Pisces, I believe. So you are knowing and dreaming about the perfect relationship. For those that are not in it, you're knowing what you want and desire to balance yourself out. What you are wanting in a relationship is very clear to you. For those that are in an established relationship, it is coming and understanding how you can make improvements to your relationship, and then believing that this is going to be a lasting relationship still. You still have faith, like we saw up here. You have faith in this relationship, ultimate faith in this relationship, because you believe that anything you need to overcome in this relationship, you can do that with your partner by communicating it to them. And once you guys communicate, you're on the same page, and you believe and have faith that this relationship will grow and get stronger and bring you more happiness in the long run. That was the second row. Dropping down to the third row, which is the conclusion based upon the current conditions. So, the future. This is really the conclusion based upon current conditions or future influences. So, 11th position, the state you are progressing towards, the energy coming in. Leo, I will. You will make this happen. You will communicate this. You will handle this situation, Gemini. You will be communicating with a partner or a possible partner for some of us. You will be communicating this week as far as what you want, what you need, what balances you in a relationship, what makes you feel stable in a relationship. And you will be doing a whole lot of communicating with your partner, I do believe, across this next week. Next position, influences from others that will have impact on the resolution of this matter. You have Earth element stability, which we did just come out of a grand Earth trine, which is about stability when it comes to everything in our lives, relationships, jobs, and our own viewpoints being stable, our own thinking on certain matters becoming more healthy. So that being in your position of influences from others, that's going to have an impact on this. This is about other stability, the stability of maybe a partner, if we're moving towards something new, the stability of that other person, or just if we're in an existing relationship, what's going to make our relationship more stable, what's going to bring us more stability, what the other person can do to make this a more stable situation. Okay, then we have 13th position, what you have failed to take into account, but what also can be corrected. It is Sagittarius IC, which is the philosophy. Sagittarius is trying to make a wise decision versus it is a human nature over the animal nature with the centaur. It is trying to make the wisest decision for yourself. It is trying to come into understanding of a certain new philosophy somewhat. So what you fail to take into account, but also what can be corrected, what you see and what you don't see. So a new philosophy may be developed over this, but you can't see it right now. It was some old way that you were thinking upon something that's going to be changed and adjusted. And once you see, that's going to influence this situation a little bit as well. All right, next position is what cannot be changed. And the 14th position is what cannot be changed unless drastic measures are taken. Your destiny, your destiny. This relationship is most likely a soulmate relationship, especially if you've been in an established relationship. If this is a marriage or a long-term relationship, you are already with your soulmate most likely, and this person is your destiny, which is why it's not a relationship you're just going to run away from. This is your destiny. So when something is imbalanced, you communicate it and you bring more balance or strengthen the relationship or cause the relationship to become more stable because it is your destiny. It is who you're supposed to be with. So you want to be happy and well balanced with that person. And sometimes communicating is necessary in order to stay that way. All right. And next position and last position is the 15th position. The outcome of the matter based on what it is. Changing your response changes this card. But right now it is at Pluto transformation, which means you are making a change to your relationship, Gemini, to your relationship sector. You're trying to bring about a change that's going to make you feel more stable. So again, for my established Geminis, this is making your existing relationship better with your partner, communicating some things to them that you've been wanting to communicate to them that will make a change for the better in the way you feel about your relationship. And then for my single Geminis, this is finding that balanced person to be in our 7th partner house with, that we are looking for the person that balances us, maybe communicating with this new person a little bit about the changes that we want to make in our lives when it comes to relationships, us believing that we can bring love into our life, determined to bring love in our life with that Leo I Will card, and then just looking for the stability, seeing if we can find something more stable for ourselves that will lead us towards more of a destiny type of soulmate type of relationship that balances us completely, which would be a transformation to our love life, Gemini. If we were single, this would be the transformation to bringing that balanced partner in that makes your relationship sector start to take off in a very balanced way. Okay. Got the Moon card in reverse and the 6 of Cups in reverse. Trying to find our intuition, listen to our intuition, go towards our intuition, and just learning how to rely upon that more is coming into question right now for us, Gemini. And then 6 of Cups energy is in reverse. Following that light, not feeling the most confidence to go towards the unknown sometimes, but this is us needing to find strength to do those things that maybe we're not used to doing or we're a little bit afraid to do. It's taking off in those matters. Hangman and 7 of Pentacles. So maybe this is something we've done a lot of work on. We've done a lot of work. Maybe we've been looking for somebody or just working on ourselves with the 7 of Pentacles energy out. And then you just tire out after a while. You're tired. You're tired, and she just sits by a tree. She's napping with her fruit in her hand. And she's feeling like she's put in a lot of work. She's put in a lot of work, but she's just trying to, with the Hangman being in reverse, you're still looking for a different perspective. What the fuck? Pause. Are you done?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, who's knocking like the police?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Right. Okay, interruption. But Hangman is out in reverse as well. So I'm feeling like just our perception on what was going on. When it comes to love, maybe just ran out of patience at some point. I'm feeling like that is for my single Gemini. May have just ran out of patience when it came to just trying to build up everything evenly and just got tired of looking for that one person. Some of us went through a little heartbreak, maybe found out about a third party situation or somewhat, and we were making a choice. We were making a decision when it came to love. A lot of my single Geminis just feeling a little heartbroken over the situation. Maybe the person that we thought was going to balance us out was not the balance to us, and we found out that we were going to have to start over when it came to love again. Sometimes it's just a matter of not wanting to start over, but knowing we need to start over. So looking for that balance. I'm still seeing that as the overall theme, looking for that balance in the decision that we make when it comes to love next. Feeling a loss here with the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Wands out, just making a new strategy when it comes to the area where we felt lost, where we felt hurt emotionally a little bit, and just planning a new course of entry, a new strategy on how we're going to handle that situation, how we're going to take care of it, and what we're going to do moving forward. But she's definitely planning over there and strategizing her next course of entry. And I feel like it's over this last emotional, whatever we are in our feelings about, or feeling an emotional hurt over in some type of way. We're just strategizing how we want to address that situation, what we want to do about it, what we want to say about it. Taking some actions on anything that is not balanced with that 6 of Pentacles being in reverse. That's the even give and take. That's the even exchange. That would be balance right there in a relationship or anything else. Any venture is balanced when that is upright. But with it being in reverse, it is not balanced. And the actions we're going to be taking are towards the things that is not balanced. I think we had that last week as well. Just taking actions or anything in our life that is not balanced. Making sure we have some communication on that. And then the 6 of Wands coming out with the Magician. Definitely a victory coming right there. A victory that we're going to be responsible for, because we're taking the matter into our own hands and communicating what it is we want, why it is we want it. And then, sunshine coming out after that. This being a bright, sunny moment of happiness after we get our own clarity of which way we want to move towards after the disappointments. After we're tired of so many disappointments, we're moving towards something better. And when we get there, it's going to be our happiness. It's going to be our sunshine that makes us more balanced. Anything that brings you more balance always brings you happiness, because happiness is based on us being balanced people. When you're balanced, you can bring in positive, happy energy. When you're in balance and your life is chaotic, that's when just stuff goes haywire. So I'm going to be sitting and communicating to me, my established Geminis with a partner, my single Geminis looking for balance, and just putting ourselves out there that we are looking for balance in a relationship and trying to go towards finding that balance with someone else. Possibly we may have our eye on looking for some balance with that new person, trying to bring in the new, and working on what is already there with my established Gemini, working on bringing even more balance and happiness to what is already there that you feel pretty good about already. So just slight improvements continue to make for a healthy, balanced relationship to continue moving forward, which is what you want. Good overall reading for you, Gemini. If you need to book a personal reading, www.divinitygems33.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time.